Hey, thanks for stopping by and just checking out what I've been up to. This is another Books for the Horror Collection update 29. So here we go. I'll start with miscellaneous since that's like closer to me. So I'll do that. But first up, I stumbled upon this and thought this would be perfect for one of my bookshelves. I'll probably put this next to the books that are all about torture devices throughout history. So I just thought it was pretty cool. Perfect in size for the bookshelf. Nice mini guillotine. Solid, well-made, solid plastic. And it's produced by a company called Hornaments. If I'm saying that right. Instead of ornaments, like Christmas ornaments, it's Hornaments. So I just stumbled upon that on eBay and I was like, that's pretty stinking cool. So definitely want to put that in a section of books that I've been collecting. So pretty cool. I got that for like a really good deal, I think. Yeah. Mini guillotine. Pretty cool. All right, and then just because it's that time of year, I started looking at the history of Krampus, and I stumbled upon this book. It just was never on my want list. Never really much on my radar until now. I started looking at other books besides this one, but this came in and I'm impressed. It's really nicely done. Really nice book, especially considering the price. It's The Fright Before Christmas. It's Krampus, surviving Krampus and other Yuletide monsters. So I know no other Yuletide monsters besides the Krampus. So a lot of this I imagine is going to be really new to me, as far as learning about all these other folklore, what have you, monsters and stuff. So that'd be pretty cool. It's a really nice book. I love all of the illustrations throughout this book, and the size of this book is like really neat. I love the overall scale of this book. It's just really well done. So I'm impressed. Figured I would take a chance, and I'm glad I did. This not that old of a book. It just came out either last year or maybe sometime earlier this year. I don't remember. I just read up on it, but I'm impressed. I think this is pretty cool. So I've already read a few stories in this one. So looking forward to digging that in. I'll probably dig more into this next month for sure. So that's that. Put that over there. And then continue on with collecting like books on true crime. Finally, this one dropped in price through one seller I'm not familiar with, but it was a new seller. It was on Amazon and had it for like a really good deal. So Murderabilia, the history of crime in 100 objects. So it just discusses 100 objects in the history of and stories of that. So there's one part in here I thought that surprised me. It's talking about Fritz Lang and this connection with the M movie. I thought that was pretty interesting. But I wish this book went more in depth, more within just discussing only 100 objects. I mean, you could, well, I mean, they might do another volume. I'm not sure. This might turn into a series. But you got images throughout, photographs and stuff, and some illustrations as well. But pretty stinking cool. So yeah, this is another one of those books that's been on my want list, radar for a long time. Got that. Here's a spine. I don't think this has been out for too long. Yeah, it came out in 2023. So Workman Publishing. So yeah, workman.com. Not familiar with that company, but cool. Here's the back. I don't know if you guys can pause it if you need to. Yeah, it's a good size book. All right, and because I'm such a ghoul, I continue to collect these books on this subject because I can't help myself, and I just find it all fascinating. A lot of this stuff I never knew until for the past couple of years of reading some of this some of this history on torture and death and all that stuff, how it was done in certain countries. But death, torture, and the broken body in European art from 1300 to 1650. So you get a lot of art on that subject. That's really cool. This book had been on my want list since the beginning. It's always crazy priced, and then finally this is one that dropped in price, like really dropped in price, so I jumped on it. And this book is awesome. I forget when this book came out. It's been out for a minute, but you got all kinds of fascinating illustrations and stories. Stories and stories. Pretty stinking cool. So yeah, I'm a ghoul. Love that stuff. And then I didn't know this had another volume. I've got the other volume. It's the what is it? The illustration of torture instruments. Well, this is the next volume. This is the other volume that I didn't know until recently, so I have that one, so I need to grab this one. This is simply the history of torture. The other book has the picture of the Iron Maiden, which is really cool. I just love the simplicity and the style of these books here, put out by, was it just Amber? Simply called Amber, amberbooks.co.uk. So it's from the UK. But really cool. So yeah, 2 volumes of this series. I only had grabbed the other book a while back and didn't even realize that this was its partner, so jumped on this as well. Pretty cheap. Fascinating stuff. All right, so that's that. Yeah, the history of torture. Pretty cool. And then, what am I doing now? I'm still in miscellaneous. Okay. And then, I did not need this, but I can't help myself because it's such a cool collection of H.P. Lovecraft. I've got like this crazy thick book that it says the complete works of H.P. Lovecraft. So I'm going to say this is double dipping pretty much, but I couldn't help myself because this was actually, for what all you get and how this is made, stinking cool. So yeah, the H.P. Lovecraft collection. I just love the overall size and design. I couldn't help myself, so I went after these again. I didn't need these because I already have all these stories, but each one of these books is just really well done. I love the size of each one of these books. So freaking awesome. I've already read this one. A few of these I've already read. Yep, it's another one of my favorites. I was hoping that Del Toro was supposed to start making a movie out of this story, but unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna happen. But I was hoping it would. But yeah, At the Mountains of Madness, awesome, one of my favorites. And then Stories of the Dreamlands, H.P. Lovecraft. I just love all these books. The scale of these, like I said, and the font is just perfect. It's not too small, easy read. So awesome stuff. It's just such a cool set. I have another book, these exact stories here, the Macabre Stories, H.P. Lovecraft. But just to get it all in a set looking like this, and then for the price, I got this for $15. All these for $15. So that was insane. Slightly used, but when I got it in, it looks brand new to me. So pretty stinking cool. Got that. Some more H.P. Lovecraft. And then I think I'm done. I ended up getting this as well. Eldritch Tales, more H.P. Lovecraft. Miscellany of the Macabre, H.P. Lovecraft. This book is freaking awesome looking. And in here has one of my favorite stories. Along with it, the illustration of it is one of my favorites. The zombie. It's actually on the back too. A cool zombie illustration. If I can find it. I've always loved that image. Freaking badass. So cool. Like I want to make that. I've already made I've already made stuff similar to that. So anyway, pretty cool. Like I want to sculpt that is what I'm saying. But anyway, really cool. So that's my HP Lovecraft fix. I think I'm done double dipping on a lot of those stories. And then I didn't have any books on fantasy art. I know I'm like extremely behind on grabbing that kind of stuff. So this is my first one. Masters of Fantasy Art. This book is amazing. You get pretty much everything. So yeah, it's loaded. I love this book. You got a lot of Frazetta in here, obviously, and a lot of some artists I just was never familiar. I didn't remember their names, but I've always remembered their art. This is going to be a little difficult, but I'll try to flip through here as best I can. Look at that. Yep, Vampirella. That's freaking cool. I always love that image. It's classic. That's on the very end there. Look at that. That's freaking, you get nothing but that. This is an awesome, pretty much coffee table book. Information listed on each painting. I started looking at these books when I dipped back into collecting more Masters of the Universe stuff. And you know, this was one of them that just kind of popped up as a recommendation. I was like, sure, and I started looking at more of these kind of books. Look at that. I love that freaking cave demon. I've always loved that illustration right there. It's awesome. But yeah, pretty stinking cool. I am wanting to grab more of these books on fantasy art for sure. Just battling prehistoric beasts and demons and mummies and what have you. Evil wizards. So pretty cool. So yeah, I know. I've been wanting to have these books in my personal collection for years and years and years. It's just, I'm just finally getting around to just grabbing those. So, and then, so that's that. That's the only fantasy art book I grabbed for now. And then I had to grab these. You want nostalgia hits hard for sure. So He-Man and the Masters of the Universe mini comic collection. This book is insane. That's where I'm at right now. But yeah, check this out. Freaking cool. Awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna put that with some of my Masters of the Universe collection for sure. A bookshelf that's near some of that stuff. But I've always loved the mini comic art. Just like let's see, like that right there. I've always loved how that stuff was drawn. So fun. Pretty cool. How can you not, you know? You got Hordak and Skeletor. It's pretty cool. Ah! And I never knew that Spikor was the one that made the terror claws for Skeletor. That tripped me out. I was like, well, that makes sense because Spikor is a blacksmith. So that makes sense. But I never knew that. So pretty stinking cool. So yeah. Well, hold on. Let me flip through here. I mean, you get so much. I can just make one video just on this one book alone, really. Yeah, grab that. Pretty cool. Man, the 80s stuff here ruled for sure. I've always loved that. That's pretty cool. I always love that image there. They need to make posters for some of these illustrations. That'd be fucking badass. But yeah. Or they don't. Maybe they don't. Because I'll can help myself. And then I got the art of, I love these art books. These are great. The art ofs. I got a few, the ones I've been collecting are just on strictly cult movies and horror movies and stuff. But I finally got the art of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. This book is loaded. It has everything. It has it all, right down to, check this out. If you guys, those of you who aren't familiar with this book, check this tripped me out. This section here where you can just pull this out. That's so cool. Like a film cell sort of thing, or cartoon thing, or whatever you call it. But yeah, it's got a section on the drawings of cartoons. It's got a section of the illustrations of the toys. It's got early, what do you call it? Concept art. It's got all that stuff, early concept art, and what He-Man would have looked like or started out looking like before it hit cartoon. I always love the toy art on the packaging. It has all that. Freaking. What's my time looking like? Oh, we're good. See all that? Freaking hit. I'm late to the party. It even covers the not so good. I've never liked the movie. I remember as a kid when I watched the Masters of the Universe movie, I was disappointed. I was like, this is not like He-Man and the Masters of the Universe that I'm accustomed to, because I loved the mini comics that the toys came with, and I wanted to see Eternia and that kind of world. But yeah, I just, to this day, I really don't like that movie. And I hope they do, someday I hope they do like a really true Masters of the Universe movie, the way it's depicted in a lot of these pages. So, yeah, fingers crossed. We'll see. I don't know. So that's that, the art of He-Man and Masters of the Universe. That's it for, well, no, one more for miscellaneous. I just got this in today. I have not had a chance to open this, so we'll find out together, because I don't know what's in here. I don't remember, but it came with this book here, the history of shrunken heads, as well as like shrunken bodies. I never knew that was a thing, like the complete body shrunken. That's insane. This book is crazy in a good way. It's loaded. This book just came out, I'm sure. Hit my doorstep pretty fast. I ordered it, and within a few days, and it landed like today. I just got it in today, so I have not had a chance to dive into this too much yet. Crazy stuff. But I'm trying to look for the section where it's like this guy has a collection of like not just shrunken heads, but like the complete body is like shrunken as well. It's nuts. And there's other things that this book talks about. It's not just on shrunken heads, other oddities. Skulls, and other stuff. It's mostly on shrunken heads, though. I'm trying to find it for you guys. Okay, come on. Where is it? There's stuff on animals as well, so some of you guys, just to be warned, you know, just to warn you. Oh, man. And then they talk about certain tribes that are known for practicing this stuff. It goes over the history of some of these tribes. Let's see. I can't find it. That sucks. I forget what, I just got this in, so I forget which, where exactly in this book are the shrunken body. It's nuts. I didn't know that was ever a thing until now. Oh, come on. are you? I know you're in here. Whew, some of these pictures, man. Check that out. I'm gonna read about that. I don't know what that's about. I'm going to kill you. And check that bus out. That's crazy. Okay. Here it is. Ah! Isn't that nuts? Look at this guy with his collection of complete shrunken bodies. That is insane. There's no way. There's no way I'd have that in my house, man. I couldn't sleep. I wouldn't be able to sleep if I had something like that in my house. There's no way I could do that. Anyway, Shrunken Heads, Out of the Dark into the Light. Viewer discretion is advised. McGinty. This book is published through 11th Gate Publishing. So I am new to 11th Gate Publishing, but I'm impressed. This is a really nice book. It's a big one. And here's what came with it. I don't know what's going to be in here. I have not had a chance to open it until now. So, well, I just messed that up. Oh, come on. There we go. See what's in here. What's my time looking like? Okay. What all do we get here? Some paperwork. Can't show that. Well, I cover it up. So that's kind of cool. I don't know what I can do with that. I guess you can frame it or something like that. I'm not familiar with her. Jungle Jan delivers. So this is wow, 1930. She was born in 1932 and passed away in 1995. I don't know the history of her. Jungle Jan. I'll probably read about her in the Shrunken Heads thing. I guess she was into the Shrunken Heads and stuff. So that's kind of cool. Miss Jan Dollinger is one of only a few people in history whom the Javaro Indians allowed to watch the process of the shrinking of a human head. Oh, that's crazy. So yeah, that's cool. So that's her. She's definitely a wild woman. Interesting woman for sure. So that's cool. Let's see. May your head never be shrunk. It just says, hey, Tom. It's just from purchasing the book, so it's a little personal. Pretty much a personal thank you for purchasing the book, so that's cool. CO 138 kind of thing. Cool. I'll just stick that in the book because I don't know where else. I don't know where I could put that. Celebrating 25 years from 1999 to 2024, dealing in Shrunken Heads. Okay, 11th Gate Publishing. So right there, nothing on the back. Cool. And is this a poster? What is this? Forest of Lost Souls. Shrunken Heads, Out of the Dark into the Light. Anniversary key. So that's cool. You just get a shot of the jungle. It's pretty eerie. I guess you could frame that if you wanted to. I don't know. I'm just probably going to put all this just carefully into the book. I just think it'd be nice just to go in the book. And then I have Shrunken Head goodies in this bag. So I'm going to open up this bag, see what they sent me. So that's cool. Don't want to rip the sticker. I'll try to open this carefully if I can. I did send another sticker that I managed to save, so I'm going to put that, probably just slap that sticker somewhere downstairs next to my artsy stuff. Trying to open it. It is on there really good. Okay. I'm gonna have to like rip this bag. I'm trying to open it carefully, but God. It's a tough plastic bag. Okay, what did I get? There's a lot of stuff here. This looks to be a bookmark, so that's cool. You can never have too many bookmarks, and I'm digging that. I'm digging that one. That's pretty cool. It's a bunch of shrunken heads on a impaled, displayed on sticks, bamboo sticks. That's cool. If you guys can see that. So bookmark. Like I said, you can never have too many bookmarks. Oh, cool. The process of making a shrunken head on the back, all the steps to do it, and then photograph of a shrunken head. So, I mean, I'll probably put that in the book as well. And what else do we have? It'd be cool if it was like a mini toy, like shrunken head. That'd be cool. I'll have to sculpt one. Because I do want to sculpt the shrunken head. Maybe. I don't know. If I can think of a neat design, I'd do it. Oh, so you got a sticker. Cool. I guess I didn't need to save that other one. I saved this one because I didn't know if I'd get another sticker or not. So I carefully took this off the box that it came in. But you don't need to save that because they'll throw you in one. So, cool. That is neat. Never have too many stickers. I love stickers. This one is just a business card. Looks like just their information. It's kind of redundant. That's it. Okay, and then this right here, Little Lost Souls. There's just some information about this. That, I mean, you can also read in the book as well, so. Not too bad. I think my favorite thing out of the bunch is reading about Jane. That's pretty cool. And then getting another sticker. But man, that'd be cool if they tossed in like a little cool, like mini shrunken head like toy. That's what I was thinking. So, but I've got a few shrunken head toys and stuff, so it's no biggie. All right, so yeah, cool book. Glad I took a chance on that. All right, so I did grab a few books on cinema. This one, I've been curious about this Tokyo Cinegraphics. It's volume 1. There's 12 volumes, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want all 12 volumes because they cover other genres and other things. Just collecting the horror and exploitation. So this is, in volume 1 did that with 100 film posters from Japan. And I have this one from Halloween. This is for their Halloween part 2. I always thought that image was pretty stinking cool. I do have a custom-made poster of this Japanese Halloween 2 art. But yeah, volume 1, it's just a bunch of horror and exploitation Japanese posters, which I think is freaking cool. They've got like, I don't know if it's volume 2 or 3. That's like on like kaiju, and then they've got more horror and exploitation, which is another volume. So I'll skip around for sure. I'm not going to collect all 12 of these, but yeah, this is a pretty good well-made book, especially for the price. Here's the spine. But yeah, finally getting around to grabbing this. Yeah, this is volume 1 of the Tokyo Cinegraphics Horror and Exploitation. 100 film posters from Japan. You got Michael Myers right down there. I love the way he looks. It's like, if you can see him. That mischievous, spooky look. But yeah, pretty cool. I'll flip through more of it. Let's see. Day of the Dead. Nice glossy pages. I've read a few reviews that further volumes, the quality's not so good as like how it was in volume 1 or whatever. I don't know, but I'm interested in grabbing a few of these. So that's that. I grabbed another, The Art of Sci-Fi. Really nice book. Now I'm caught up on all of these that I want personally. It's so awkward with some of these books. The giant leeches. You got Night of the Blood Beast. The Killer Shrews. One of my personal favorites. I love the Killer Shrews. Bride of the Monster. So yeah, pretty cool. I love these books. These are great. So finally grabbing this one. All right. Okay. All right, and then collecting some more horror comics, archive books. But first up, finally got this off my want list. It's just a very important book you've got to have with collecting horror comics and the pre-code stuff. So finally came across this for a good deal because it's such a pain in the ass to find one for a reasonable price because this book had been out of print for like a while. And those of us like me who are extremely late to the party have to suffer with trying to find one for a good deal. But I found one for a good deal finally. In really good shape, so that's good. Seduction of the Innocent by Frederick Wertham, MD. So yeah, finally grabbed this book. And it is quite the page turner. I've already read through all of it. So it took me 3 nights. So yeah, 3 days. Good stuff. Yeah. Finally. So that's that. And then continue on collecting the library series because these books rule. So I've got more of these. Don't want all of them. I'm not interested in the war stories and the what's the other one? But just the horror and sci-fi stuff. So finally found a good deal on this one. This one was a pain in the ass to find for a reasonable price. I don't know why. Well, it's Jack Davis, so, and it's one of the earlier ones that got put out. So yeah, Taint the Meat. It's the Humanity. And other stories illustrated by Jack Davis. So finally found a good deal on this one. In good shape for the most part. So it's a little rough around the edges, but everything's there. And it's in good shape inside, so. Finally. So yeah, Taint the Meat and other stories. Finally got this book. Yeah, this one was a pain to track down for a good deal. More Jack Davis. Got Foul Play and Other Stories. Love the way the spines look, and these books are just very sexy on the shelf for sure. But yeah, getting more of these. I'm 6 more to go, and then I'm caught up with this series. So, and then there's a new one coming out sometime next year. I forget. I made note of it just so I would remember. But yeah, Foul Play and Other Stories. The Cost of Dying and Other Stories by Reed Crandall. Yeah. Good stuff. And then this is a fun one. I've enjoyed all these stories. The Martian Monster and Other Stories, Jack Kamen. Finally knocked that off the want list. Freaking awesome. I freaking love these library series here. Good stuff. And they've been out for a while, and surprisingly, you could still get them for a good deal. The price went down on a lot of these books to like $21, and I freaking jumped on them. Except for Taint the Meat. This was an eBay find. Got that one for a good deal on eBay. But the rest of them were, I think it was a couple weeks ago, they dropped down to $21, and I'm like, that's a good deal. I haven't yet to see that happen with a lot of these books, so I jumped on it. So yeah, this one's freaking awesome. I pretty much love all these stories in this one. Let's see, this crazy blob-looking monster. I forget the name of the story on this one, but yeah. I can't find it, but anyway, it's in here. And then Daddy Lost His Head, another Jack Kamen book, and other stories by Jack Kamen. Love that pink with what appears to be like a green, pink and green. This kid like holding the monster's hand. These coffins and skulls. Freaking awesome. Horror in the Schoolroom. So this is the stack of the library series that I've obtained so far in this go around. Trying to catch up, play catch up on this series. So all right, and then continue on with collecting the Creepy and Eerie. This one is volume 8 of issues 37 through 41. Beautiful black and white, creepy art, good stories. I have to apologize, guys. I'm getting tired. It's been a day. Check that out. Good stuff. So yeah, volume 8 of Creepy. Volume 8 of Eerie, issues 37 through 41 as well. I want them all. I believe Creepy stops at volume 29, and I think Eerie is 27. So we're getting there, slowly. So probably within another 2 or 3 years, I'll have them all. I'm just collecting these as they come out. So this is pre-orders. If they go by the same way the hardcover books did, then I think it'll be 29 volumes of the Creepy and 27 of the Eerie. We'll see. Check that out. Pretty cool. This was a fascinating read. I highly recommend this right here. This blew my mind. Some of it I was already familiar with, but it's nice to finally like pretty much know of everything now. And then that's the Eerie and Creepy that have come out recently. Now back onto EC Horror Comics here with the Weird Science. This is volume 4 of the EC Archives. Grabbed volume 4 that came out now. Here's what's included with it. I love these softies, and I don't mind having these in like modernized, more color and stuff. I think I like the best of, it's like the best of both worlds, really. You get these, or you get these. I personally don't mind it. I think they did a great job, so love having the options, and Dark Horse kicks ass with all this stuff, so that. And then volume 5 of Vault of Horror. I think this is the last volume, if I'm not mistaken, for Vault of Horror. Pretty cool. Here's what's included with it. I know Tales from the Crypt Volume 5 will come out in February, and that'll be it for that one. So I'll be done with that one. That'd be cool. The Catacombs. Flip through here. Yeah. Love these books. These are great. Cheap and cool. Cheap and cool. And then got some more Richard Corben, excuse me, Murky World. I'm a newbie when it comes to Murky World, so I'm looking forward to diving into this. Read through only some of it, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. I can only flip through some of this. There's a lot of nudity, but it's gory, and yeah, it gets pretty gory. So Murky World is really stinking cool. I'm digging it. So I got that, and then I'm looking forward to collecting more of the Den from him, and yeah, Murky World. Really nice. Is this? Yes, Dark Horse as well is putting this out, so really cool. All these archive books from his works. Let me see if I can flip through. One that doesn't have any nudity. Hold on. I know it's all hand-drawn stuff, but YouTube is just kind of, can get kind of weird like that. Just like corpse, like all twisted up in vines and roots and stuff. Just cool. Good stuff. Cool stuff. I was big into, back in the 90s, I was big into Sam Keith's art, and just hit hard with nostalgia of just being into like the Max and collecting all those Max comics and just being into Sam Keith like crazy. And it just reminds me of what I used to be into as a kid back then. So pretty cool. I'm kicking myself for never having been into Murky World and stuff by him at all until now. And then last for this update, I finally got this bad boy right here, The History of EC Comics. Comes packaged in this really nice, well, I took it out of a box and then it's within another box, so I'm gonna save this box here. This is just this right here was a long time want for sure. And here it is. It's still sealed. I have not had a chance to dive in just yet, but I'm looking forward to it. This book is massive. It does not fit on any bookshelf that I own, so I made a special spot. I had to like make like a thing, and then so this thing can sit on it, so it's not sitting on the floor. So I have a certain spot in the other room that I can display this on. But I'm looking forward to diving into this. Yeah, I have not opened this yet, but looking forward to it. Yeah. Maybe I should open it now. Let's do that. Why not? I think I've had this for like close to a month, maybe over a month, and I just have not had time or made time as well to dive into this book. Oh my lord, I'm not gonna be able to. This thing is ridiculous. Holy moly. Okay, just take my word for it. It's everything. Okay. It's heavy. Yeah, I'm wussing out on you guys. I don't want to rip it, but those of you who have this book, you know what's up. It's an awesome book. So definitely one of those grail pieces I've been wanting for my personal book collection. So it was not cheap. It was expensive, but all these are expensive. But anyway, that's the horror book collection update for me. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I appreciate it, and yeah, I appreciate your time. So you guys are doing well out there, and I'll catch you on the next video. It'll be a movie collection update, or maybe shelf by shelf. We'll see. One or the other. So later. Take it easy.